So on my way north up to Cleveland, we're going to stop at some really big liquor stores. First stop here is Liquor Barn, Lexington, Kentucky.
Taste the biscuit, taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce, taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me, I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Getting a bit sideways here. Been to this store before, but it normally has a good selection. Whoa, calm down. And we're going to see what they got today. So this liquor barn is off Man of War Boulevard, sort of on the east side of Lexington. Let's go in the doors here. Get a cart. Do we need a cart? Probably not. So you come in the door here. Over there is the bar. Whoa. And here is some tequila. This is this Casa d'Azul stuff. Probably saying that wrong. Pretty damn expensive. Pretty awesome looking bottles. But I don't know how much you're paying for the bottle versus paying for the tequila. Let me know below what you guys think of this tequila. It sure is a hell of a fancy bottle. Sometimes I'll have some stuff on that table right there when you walk in. But a good stop is over here and seeing what they have as far as pours on the bar. Sometimes you can get some best prices in town here at Liquor Barn. So what we got? That fancy tequila, give it a go. Bit of a ghost tequila, some Stranahams, Joseph Magnus. Now, should have got that. That is the old Larrikin, but that's the old bottle. And that's actually the high wheat one I've been looking for, so I might have to stop here on my way back. Some Weller, some Blantons, some of Staggy Stag. Couldn't really see, don't know why that sticker is so messed up. Some Willets. There's a 9-year bourbon and a 11-year rye. $30 a pour there. Some Handy. Some Van Winkle Lot B, $27. And the rye for $45. 20, Peppy 20 for $70. So yeah, not too bad prices. And you can get these flights here if you want to save even some more money. And sometimes they'll even have flights on Peppy. So always good to see what the specials are. And I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a good sandwich, that Reuben is delicious. Get the Reuben with pastrami. Oh man, it's so good. So as you can tell, this is an absolutely monster liquor store. So we're just going to walk around here. We've got snacks. Love snacks. And random bourbon is some Woodford. Nothing special here, but pretty decent price if you're looking for some Woodford. Next little end stop here is just standard Jim Beam. And they always have a really cool Harley Davidson here. This is a Michelob Ultra thing. Wasn't too sure if this was like a raffle or whatever, but this is the new Road Glide. I have a Road Glide, but not this new. I really like that big screen, and the 117 seems like a nice engine. Wasn't a big fan of this headlight, but it sort of seems to be growing on me the more I see it out on the road. But anyway, really nice bike. Prices of them getting pretty ridiculous, but they always have been. And I quite like that color. Just don't really want to drink a Michelob to win it. Seems wine. Like I say, this is just literally 10% of the store. It goes out the back. Some Elijah Craig. Shirts and bits and pieces. And everyone's got a Maker's Mark pick, of course, so this is theirs. Some information on the different staves and what they've got. But, you know, because everybody has a Maker's Mark, I just don't even really get too interested in them unless I know the people that picked them. Blue Jack Daniels. I don't know why he's blue, but... So that's the Isle of Bourbon. We'll come back there a little bit later on, but first of all, when you come in here, there's some picks, but anyway, you want to come down here to this table. This is where they keep all their allocated stuff, so this is where the excitement happens. Man, these Millennium are sitting everywhere, aren't they? But there's some Woodford. It's a Madura cask finish. I have not heard great things about that. So now that Horse Soldier, 12-year Horse Soldier, $600, probably really good, but a little bit pricey. That 78 Legends, that's like $1,400. Well, a Millennium, $8,000, and that's why it sits everywhere, right? It's just, they price that baby too high. Like an OFC sitting on the shelf. It's been a long time since that's happened, but you know, $3,000 is just too pricey. So they'll probably sit there. Now there was a Double Eagle Very Rare for $3,000, I think they said, and that was just sold the other day. I'm sure someone will buy all that stuff eventually, but not me and not today. There was 11-year Willet Rye there for like $500. Once again, a little bit too pricey. It's Jack Daniel's Sinatra. Old Louisville stuff there. That's normally pretty good. And Calumet 15 and 16. Yeah, 165, 135 for the Calumet 15. Some very old St. Nick's there. All pretty pricey. Now this is interesting. $500, but it's an 18-year Calumet, and apparently it's really freaking good. But it should be, because it's $500. There's some K. Luke's, signed there by Jonathan. Really great guy. He's their blender out there at K. Luke, or he is K. Luke, really. There's the Keeper's Release. That is okay. It's not as, you know, it's fine. And what do we got? This is quite interesting. A 10-year-old RD1 Amburana. But a $300 Amburana? No thanks. Now that's pretty fucking cool.
Surprise, surprise. The unexpected hits you, it's really right. The unpredictable, that's the surprise. Surprise, surprise.
But so is the price. $1,200 for a 14 and a 12 and a 10, and then just a bunch of junk. They do this stuff, right? Like, Liquor Barn will not upsell their bottles, you know. They're pretty good at keeping it at MSRP. But their trick is they'll put it in a basket. And then if they can put it in a basket, it becomes a gift basket, and then they can charge basically double or triple retail.
Why make trillions when we could make billions?
A trillion is more than a billion, numbnuts.
All right, Zip.
So I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but it's still sitting there, so if anyone's got the money and needs it, there it is. There's that Hometown 17-year-old like that. Still a couple $100, but 17-year-old, man, it's not bad for that age. There's some peerless there. That cognac barrel, I tried that at KBF last year. Really good, but $180 is getting just too pricey for me.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
A lot of the peerless stuff is really good, but also very pricey. The Blue Run stuff seems to really come down in price. That was outrageous at some point, but sort of starts to level out. Some Japanese Yamazaki, which I'm not a huge fan of, and Angel's Envy. And some of the Angel's Envy can be great, but, you know, it's just pretty pricey for a finished bourbon. Mr. and Mrs. is always here. He's a basketball star of some description. Plaudit Pl, if you know who the hell he is and what the deal is. Not really into basketball, so hard for me to say. Some more gift baskets here. I didn't really ask the price of them. I understand the Jack Daniel's was high because it's very hard to get. And the fact that 14 is sitting there, you know, but it's sitting there because it's overpriced.
It's your choice.
Yes, and it's the choice of a new generation.
Here's some scotch. What did make me laugh is, you know, you see all these bourbons that are well more expensive than 30-year Macallans and stuff. Like, things really changed. There's some of the peated whiskies. There's a Baccarat and stuff like that. But that, you know, $4,200 odd dollars. It's like, and that's nowhere near the most expensive bourbon. So there's some good old New H here and some Blanton cigars. Octomore if you really want peat. If you want peat, there you fucking go. But good luck to you. some cognac and stuff like that. This is just behind. This is just some more, you know, expensive tequilas and cognacs and all that fancy stuff. More gift baskets there. Fanged Pursuit. Now, $221. You know, I am interested in the Fanged Pursuit, but not in a gift basket. Hardin's Creek there. That is quite nice. It's a corn whiskey from Jim Beam, $140. And the old Rabbit Hole down there on sale. I don't know what it used to be, but $119. Go the Fireball. And this is all their store picks, so we'll just scan through here. I just like to check out, see if there's anything here that stands out. Always like to have a look at the Russell stuff, see if there's anything over 10 years. Pretty hard to find these days. And this one is 9 years, so probably good, but I would probably have to try that before I bought that at $93. My Uncle Nearest there, but even that's $95 these days. Some more on sale stuff. Now this Bardstown Liquor Barn Bubblicious. Now I'm not a big fan of this cherry staved rye that they've had, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Nashville Barrel, that's always good, and Liquor Barn does some pretty good picks, so that could probably be pretty damn good. Whistle Pig down there. Castle and Key. I haven't really given them much of a shot. I tried Castle and Key when I first went to their distillery a few years ago and just didn't like it. And honestly, haven't really given them much of a shot after that. JTS Brown, probably should have bought another bottle of that for the barrel. But, bit ridiculous, just even $30, pouring it straight in the barrel. But anyway, it's a really good $30 bottle for, and we're not $30 for a 750, it's $30 for 1.75. Starts to get into sort of flavored whiskies and stuff down this end. So on the other wall over here, there's also whiskies and bourbons. Let's walk over here and have a look. Good old Willet Pot Still. Love it or hate it. Most people hate it. So here's some Dark Arts, 7.5-year-old Dark Arts, and even a younger one. Oak and Eden. Sometimes it has like a spiral in it. So you have a 7.5 and a 6.5 and a 7-year rye of the Dark Arts. I wouldn't mind getting the really old Dark Arts, or even just Dark Arts. That's all pretty good stuff. Some more of the K. Luke. Looks like bourbon and rye, and a finished one. Like I said, great selection at this store. One of the largest stores around. When you're in Lexington, there's definitely a stop and have a look at. It's one of the better stores for sure. Standard stuff there. That bottle that looks like a Bowman, that's a flat boat, and that's sort of their house brand. So their version of Chestnut Farms, but probably better. More Nashville Barrel hidden up there. Not really sure the rhyme or reason of their layout. Haven't really worked it out. Maybe it's alphabetical? No, that's not true either. Definitely not rye and whiskey, because rye and whiskey is all over the place. But it's more like the associated brands, but then you'll just see the odd bottle just anywhere. So yeah, not a great thing, but sometimes that's good, because you can just wander around hunting, looking for things. So there's that Club Blue thing. Which I heard on a podcast is not good. Cool little sample kit there of Bardstown. That's pretty cute. So that's Liquor Barn in Lexington. So we're going to get out of here, head on my way further up to Cleveland. Next stop is Cincinnati, and well, not quite Cincinnati, but Party Sauce in Bellevue, Kentucky, which is very close to Cincinnati, literally just across the bridge. You can see it from here. Walk up here, this is an even bigger store, and there's New Riff, same parking lot. The guy that used to own the Party Sauce started New Riff. So as you come in the door, on the left side, they have sort of the allocated stuff there, and there's the 13th Colony cast strength for 2025. I thought about getting one of those, but honestly, I got 2 of the ones at 24, and I only drank one of them.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser! Good!
Very cast strength MGPE, and that's sort of because that's what it is. It's very young. It's 5 or 6 years old, so not really recommended. One of my members, Dave, he was drinking that the other day out of a House Glen, which makes it taste 10 times better. He's a member, so he's got himself a Glen. He's also on the Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society, so don't forget to join Smoky Mountain Bourbon Society if you want to become a member. I actually got a bottle from this place coming up soon that I'm going to give away as a member giveaway, so stay tuned to that. And stay tuned straight out. So this is a store pick of the Sazerac Rye. Sazerac Rye is a delicious rye, really. It's only 90 proof, but it's really delicious in store picks. Party Sauce does some amazing store picks, so that's probably a banger. So I'm going to give one of those bottles away to my members. But yeah, things are changing. Just stacks of the old Buffy Trace sitting there, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Fucking tequila 18 with grenades and a gun. Because alcohol and gun, man, those go together.
Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
So I hope you guys like these bourbon hunts on these 2 large liquor stores heading from Knoxville up to Cleveland. These are probably a couple of must stops on the way. They're nicely spaced out from home to where I'm heading. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we will see everybody on the next episode of House Bourbon Ding Dong Dong Fuck.